Hello boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am at the Queensland-New South Wales border today. In Queensland I am at Coolangatta near the Gold Coast, and in New South Wales I am in Tweed Heads. So today I will be giving you some Australian history and some of the Australian state history. In 1788, the first fleet from Great Britain and the United Kingdom came to Australia, to Sydney Cove. When they got to Sydney Cove, they took over the land and put a dirt flag onto the land, and because of that, most of the Australian flags and the state flags have the Union Jack on it. As you can see, I got the Australian flag, and that is the Union Jack, the United Kingdom flag. In 1936, on January the 26th, they then called it Australia Day in 1936. In 1788, there were only two states in Australia, New South Wales and New Holland. Half of Australia was New Holland, and the other half was New South Wales. Now New Holland is Western Australia. Western Australia then became a state in 1832, and now Western Australia is the biggest state in Australia. In 1851, Victoria then became a state. On June the 6th, 1859, Queensland then became a state. Queensland and Victoria, those two states, are named after Queen Victoria. In 1770, Captain James Cook from the United Kingdom sailed to Australia. He sailed up the east coast of Australia, and he thought it was the coast of South Wales, and that's why the state is called New South Wales. He sailed up even more north into Queensland, and at the Sunshine Coast there is a mountain called the Glasshouse Mountains, and it reminded him of the glass furnaces in his home county of Yorkshire, and that's why today it is called the Glasshouse Mountains. And up further north there is a town named after him, 1770. Every year there is a rugby league series called the State of Origin, Queensland versus New South Wales. There's 3 games every year. So everyone, this is my first video, doing a YouTube video in New South Wales. I know COVID has been a bit of a tough year for all of us, but restrictions have eased in New South Wales, Queensland and Australia, so I was able enough to come to the border today. Queensland's doing pretty good with COVID. You can go anywhere you want in Queensland. New South Wales is doing alright as well, not too bad, and Victoria had a second wave. They just finished the second wave, so restrictions are now starting to ease again, which is good news. So there is a nice view of the water here. I am now in New South Wales, as you know, first video, and over here is Queensland, and I'm about to go back to Queensland again, as you can see, and this memorial is called Captain Cook Memorial and Lighthouse, as you can see right there. And I will now have a look. There's the mobile map there of it. Signs that you can read around it. It's pretty interesting. So I'll go up well. I will now show a few seconds of the reading if you want to pause the video and have a read of it. When Captain Cook also sailed along the east coast of here, he called this place Mount Warning, where we are today. My hat just fell off, so yeah, that. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.